Welcome. And or welcome. Oh yeah. And or big old pile of welcome. Yeah. The hot night. Hey there, Popeyes. You want me to play Rec Room? Why? Why do you want me to play Rec Room? You want me to stream Rec Room? Like some chump? You want me to stream Rec Room like some punk? I don't know. Yeah. Are we here? Are we live? Are we live? Hey there, Brendan. How's it going? Hey, thank you so much. Here you go. You can have this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 for every star that you gave me. 6, 7. You gave me how much? 8, 9, 1,300, 10, 11. I'll give you the rest later on, okay? I'll give you the rest later on, okay? You want me to stream Rec Room, huh? I sort of, you know, I would like to get a better video card. It's just a, it'll work, but, you know, I don't want to do it on my computer here. I could do it through the thing, and, oh no, it's just so weird. I guess I could do some paintball, you know. I would want like some sort of permanent battery solution. I can do it sometime if you want it so bad. Jeez. Yep. Right now it's 12:09 in the morning time. It's 12:09 in the morning time. Shut up. Shut up. I have a lot to do. We'll see. I did the daily op a bunch of times in a row last session. I'll create some new team. Daily op. Hey there, Ross. Doing okay? Alright, let me get my power armor and get the stepping. What are my plans for today? Well, I plan on doing a bunch of stuff. More than maintenance stuff, you know? Sort of. Pretty much everything. And I'll probably insert an XP run. I'll probably get my razor grain flour up and running. I built a second camp today. I built this other camp. A farm. I've been using Nuka-Colas. Sorry, Nuka Cherries, Nuka Oranges, Nuka Quantums. You want me to stream it, Popeyes? Well, I'm trying to think. Can I visualize it? I'm just so concerned about the format. The overall performance. Okay, there's different ways of doing it, and in terms of recording it, broadcasting it, you see, I would have to do it, I think, using my computer and Steam VR and everything, and for increased functionality, and I think it'll be okay, really. I think it'll be okay. Because I can't just do it on my quest, even though I prefer that. Well, I can do it for quest, but I have to do it through the link. Oh, we have the wireless link now. If we have the wireless link, then I'll see. The main issue is that there's like a delay. Kind of weird. Format. Do I have enough room to actually play the game? So frustrating. Well, yeah, I don't need to stream it. And honestly, I think there's too many. It's unpredictable. It's an online environment, and everybody has an open mic, and they say raunchy, horrible stuff sometimes. But if I record it, yeah, so I could play. I'll tell you what, Popeyes, you're convincing me. How do you people even remember me? I don't understand how people constantly come over the years and say, hey, play Rec Room. I don't understand. Who am I? I'm nobody. Did I make some good content in the past? I mean, I was the global world leader in laser tag in the year 2000 Film Flam. And I held the title for a couple weeks. I mean, I was the global world leader in every category in laser tag in Rec Room VR a long time ago. And I am pretty good in paintball. I am almost the best in the world. I'm almost... I guess I'll do it. You know what? Hey, Popeyes, what if you're saving my life? What if this is the dividing point of my life? Brandon, just so you know, I'm talking to somebody on YouTube right now called Popeyes. He's asking me to play Rec Room VR. Okay? Yeah. What if the rest of my life I never do VR again, and then my muscles atrophy and I wither away, and then I get bone spurs and other weird cysts and things because I don't move that much? What if all that happens, huh? Or what if today I do VR right after this, and then I do more VR, and then even more, and then ever so often I'll just record a local video, and then I'll upload it to my computer, and then I'll make a little compilation video of some nice content, and then maybe I could play with some people if they want to play with me on the side sometime, and we could share a cheese pizza and root beer, American style. Oh, you keep seeing Rec Room suggested for your Xbox? Well, is it any good? Well, if you have VR, absolutely, but there is no VR for Xbox, so you'd be one of those chumps not using VR in a VR environment. And there are a bunch of people that do it. It's actually weird. It's actually really cool that the game is... So, the cool thing about Rec Room is that it's free. It's cross-platform. It's amazing, right? But the graphics are pretty weird. It looks like Nintendo Wii. But it has a lovely charm to it. A style. It's pretty cool. But it's pretty bad. It's like Roblox or something. Now the cool feature, oh my god, it's the Mothman. I've heard about you. I've heard about you. Perfect timing. Kudos. Well, Popeyes, I have played it semi-recently because I picked up a Quest, and then I picked up a Quest 2, you know, and I've been messing with it, but I just haven't played any VR in the past couple months. But I have done VR, and I have done paintball. I just don't tell anybody whenever I do it. I have this endless friends request tree and a bunch of notifications, and don't answer any of them. It's like some celebrity with a big old inbox with thousands of garbage, and I don't click on anything. Okay? But I'm aware of how much the user-created stuff has taken over the general state of things, and how the you could customize your starting room. You could have user-made cosmetics. You can make money now. They have a subscription service, and the entire layout of some of the things have changed, and it's pretty cool. I messed around with some of the user-created stuff. It's sort of like a sandbox, a real sandbox with just shooting things, and you get on the microphone. It's pretty fun. They have the climbing levels and everything. I just haven't played in a couple months. Yeah. But I really should do more VR, and I can just record it, some local clips of Rec Room. You really want Rec Room? The problem is it'll never record my voice, and it's not going to be a video of me. It's just going to be some video of the gameplay for a bit. Okay? Just some gameplay. And you won't even hear my voice or see me. It'll just be first-person gameplay from the headset. And then after I get more comfortable, I'll probably get inspired again to move the green, because I have to cover up this side of the room with green screen and make it like a little room. And I would have to like move the camera over and do a bunch of weird cable routing and everything. For those that don't know, like Brandon over there, the power of VR. Okay? In VR, most games you have this forward, back, left, right with your left thumb. See? See, A, B, X, Y, dual stick. It's white, but you can't see. There's a trigger and a trigger. 2 sticks. You're going ham on them fools. You're going, you know. See? It's super cool. It's just, VR does a perfect job of knowing where your hands are and the orientation of your hand, and then it makes up the rest of your body. Sometimes, when it wants to. It does a good job of figuring out the rest of your skeleton and where it should be, based upon your head and your hands. And with all that, it's so beautiful. It's such a fluid, it's the most perfect experience in terms of a first-person shooter. It's so satisfying. You know, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, it's the most satisfying experience for a first-person shooter is playing in VR. Because you could run and jump and throw yourself in the air and then turn sideways and then shoot. It's so easy just to jump in the air and then shoot when you're coming down. It's perfect. Well, hey, Brandon, when you get the chance, check out my Skyrim VR videos. Those are pretty good. I have a couple compilation videos with the Skyrim VR stuff. Much better. Much better. On YouTube. My point is that I'm talking to Popeyes here on the side about Rec Room paintball. And how it is. It's really satisfying. It's really, really, really cool. Okay. So if this was VR, like here I'm kind of forced to kind of run that way or whatever. If this was VR and this is a first-person shooter, you look, if someone has to shoot your head, you can move your head like the Matrix, and you really can dodge bullets. And it really does matter. You really do have to. It's sort of like you're doing paintball indoors and how people kind of wiggle. It's like that, but more. And because it's sort of like real laser tag, indoor close up, and people are kind of like scrolling around and moving their body around. It's like that, but constantly, and you're kind of running around and jumping, and it's awesome. Because you really can, with two hands, shoot two different targets as they're coming down. Or the same target. I used to always think it was stupid seeing like Lara Croft or somebody shoot two different targets, and I'm thinking, how could you ever be accurate with two different guns? But you can. You could teach yourself to be ambidextrous. The main problem with using two different... the recoil is pretty strong, so it's kind of hard to shoot a gun one-handed in real life. But you don't have recoil really in VR. You have fake recoil. You have to kind of simulate it. Yeah. I was going to become a VR streamer. It really is exhausting and it's a weird thing. I could talk right here all day because I'm sitting here. It's sort of like just sitting here talking. You know? But imagine walking through the woods and just talking. That's what it's like. It's like I'm standing up. I don't talk as much in VR because I'm actually doing it. You get winded. So I'm like a feral hunter monster person in VR. I'm like, I don't know. It all depends. If it's PvP. Otherwise, you're just trying to make it not uncomfortable. The Fallout 4 VR stuff, that wasn't really good VR because it's kind of janky, and it I guess, is really system intensive, but it's not optimized. It sucked. So it just didn't run all that well, and it's nauseating how it was inconsistent. Other games are perfect in terms of the whatever. And that's the appeal of Rec Room, the fact that the graphics are so simple that it runs perfectly. So very simple graphics, garbage, no textures, nothing. Hey there, Ricardus Reichus. 1 second. You're asking me what you should do after you're finishing Vault 79 main quest? So once you're done with the Wastelander storyline and you gain access to Vault 79, and now you're able to really farm for treasury notes from public events to turn in for gold bullion to buy plans from Vault 79, the Secret Service vendor, right? That's when you have to start farming. Let's just imagine that you finished all the quest line ever. I don't know if you finished all the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. That sort of came after the Wastelander stuff. But if you're done with all of the quests, your job is to now do every single public event that pops up, and all of your daily quests that pop up, and the other weird events that pop up. Because you get different plans, different currency of different types, and the script. Right now, you're really trying to farm script, so you can buy legendary modules, so you can then customize your gear more. Public events will give you legendary cores and treasury nodes, and you eventually have to get yourself a set of Secret Service armor and a bunch of different mods for it, and you have to get yourself a set of T65 and a bunch of different mods for it, and you have to start grinding for a bunch of that. I don't know if you've also finished the reputation tree for the settlers and raiders, but you have to get to ally rank, so you can then get the Gauss shotgun and the Gauss minigun. So it's just a bunch of grinding in that point. But there's a bunch of stuff to do. You could base build. For me, I go around and I try to take over workshops. And I try to do as many public events as possible. And I try to do everything I just mentioned systematically, but it's really the long-term gameplay for me during the day is just slowly taking over workshops. Sometimes I'll build a new base or something and work on that plan, or I'll shift my build over. It's just about perfecting your character and grinding. Now you have the resource grind. Before it was trying to... consider this. The storyline was like one big tutorial for the game. Consider the storyline a tutorial, right? And now the game begins, and the game is just this sandbox board here where you know the locations now, you know the context, now you're just looking for your dailies. Some dailies only trigger once you show up, like at the crater, or the foundation, or whatever. But that's what you gotta do. Just grinding for the stuff, and then over time you're just getting better gear and perfecting it, and then eventually, I don't know if you have Fallout First yet, but if you have Fallout First, you have to start stockpiling a bunch of stuff on your other characters, perhaps. You level up some other characters to level 50 or something, just so that you can work the purveyor with them, and you load them up over time. Hey look, I just sold an Aristocrat 1-star railway rifle for 7,000 caps. Yeah. Cool beans. Cool. So what do you do once you're done with that? I want you to look at that and figure out what you want, and then you have to start grinding for gold. Remember, right now, the goal is sort of to knock out 20 public events or so per day. Public events give you about 2 treasury notes per completion, and you have to turn in 40 per day to get a total of 400 gold. And then once per week you could buy a dollop of 300 or so, or whatever it is, for 6,000 caps or something like that from the Wayward. Upstairs is a dude you could buy gold. So your goal is to do every public event like this right here. See? I'll be doing that right now. And sort of define your character, level up over time, because you have a lot to go with your everything, and then to slowly buy plans. You have to buy every single mutation serum plan, you know, and you have to start figuring out how to do bombs. Well, grind for Secret Service gear and wait for new content. Well, grind for Secret Service gear and everything else I mentioned. There's a lot to grind for, you know, and wait for new content. I finished the storyline a long time ago, and then you go like a year, and then now there's more stuff, and then there's like another year, you know? I wouldn't hey, good job, look at her go. Yeah. So, I view the storyline as just a way to set the mood, set the scene. Let's head back to my camp and swap out my power armor for the excavator, and then I'll do the load bearing, a public event, and then swing through the Lucky Hole Mine. Yeah, so So for you, it's going to be grind for the Secret Service armor, and it's going to take a long time to grind for every single piece. And then once you have all those pieces, you have to get the buttressed armor mod for the legs and the arms and the torso, because that gives you more defense. And then you have to get the jetpack, perhaps, and that costs like another 1,000, and that goes in the chest. Or the dense torso mod, which prevents explosive damage. And then you get some leg mods like sleek to make you run more efficient, or custom fitted or some garbage, you know. Some arm mods for sniping. Stabilized makes you nice and tight. All that takes time, but that's just the beginning, because you need to then grind for each piece. You then have to craft 1,000,000 left legs and 1,000,000 right legs and 1,000,000 torsos until you get something that's just perfect, right? And then you move on, but that's just the beginning. You have 1,000,000 other things to go for. Yeah. Or whatever. It's a very long-term grind, and then of course you have the. I don't know if you have all the perks yet. There's a bunch of perks, and then of course there's the legendary perks, and those are pretty substantial and they're pretty awesome. They take a very long time to level up. And now we have all this new stuff. We have all this new gear. Come on, let me. Oh my gosh, there he goes. All this new gear. Ricardus. Mutations are one of those endgamey things. Have you been through the Enclave yet? It's a part of the overall storyline. You kind of gain access to it after the natural Brotherhood of Steel, not the new Brotherhood of Steel, but the old Brotherhood of Steel, through Watoga. And through some other stuff in Charleston. But it links towards the Enclave faction. Yeah, there's a whole storyline related to that, whatever, but you gain access to this underground situation. It's all weird, and they have plans. Here, I'll show you. They have these plans, recipes, for these different serums. Mutations work just like diseases. They're obtained randomly through random radiation damage. Okay? Mutations. So if you're like a brand new player and you walk outside and you stand in a puddle for too long, you'll probably get a random mutation. It'll say, you mutated and now you are egg-headed. It'll say, you are now egg-headed. You are now grounded. You are mutated. Oh no! But then the second you take Rat away, you have a chance to lose your mutation. So to prevent that, over here you see, I put on starched genes. You will never mutate from rads, and right away will never cure mutations. And class freak to reduce the negative effects of mutations. Yes. No. So you can buy mutations, good. Okay. And as you see, they're the most expensive thing in the game. And to craft them, see, there's a bunch of different ones, and they're pretty awesome. But I think you should eventually be able to make any one you want. Just, it's like a long-term thing to eventually buy every single one. And once you're able to make any one you want, you can just make it. Alright. It's a complicated process to swap out mutations because you have to take them off by taking off starch genes, and then you remove the radiation, and then the mutations will be removed at random, and then you lock it in whenever you get rid of what you don't want, and then you put starch genes back on, and you take the new serum. But then once you have the serum, it's over. It's permanent. So I don't have to worry about it. It's not like a chem or something. It's permanent. And for me, I'm using adrenal reaction, bird bones, eagle eyes, electrically charged, grounded, healing factor, herbivore, marsupial, plague walker, scaly skin, speed demon, talons, twisted muscles, and unstable isotope. I'm not using egghead because last time I swapped out my mutations, I didn't have a spare egghead. An egghead takes Crimson Flux, and I don't have any Crimson Flux. And if I needed to get Crimson Flux, the way that you do that is by launching a bomb somewhere in the map that happens to have plants that mutate into Crimson Flux. The way that you find out which plants mutate into Crimson Flux is by going into the Enclave, into the military wing, into the officer branch upstairs. There's like a vendor up there where the keyword is, and in there you'll find this. And this, a bunch of these pieces of paper. And it'll tell me which plants turn to crimson. I know, but I want you to see. Right here. So, Aster, Blight, that's all throughout the ash heap, right? Brain Fungus, all over the map. Cranberry Bog. Firecap, Hoo-Ha, Mothman Eggs, Wild Gourd Blossom. So if I drop a bomb on that stuff, it'll turn to Crimson Flux. Yeehaw. It'll turn to raw Crimson Flux. Right? So if you want the raw Crimson Flux, or you have to turn to stable Crimson Flux. So, Nuked Flora, right? Stable Crimson Flux. You have to get Glowing Mass, Hardened Mass, High Radiation Fluids, and then 10 raw Crimson Flux to make the Crimson Flux. Glowing Mass, Hardened Mass, and High Radiation Fluids drop off of creatures, bad guys, in a nuke zone. So, when considering a spot to nuke, let's just ignore that White Spring, the Monongamine, and Fisher Prime exist for a second, please. So when considering a spot to bomb, you want to look for a spot, in my opinion, I look for a spot with a bunch of icons. Icons equals bad guys. Icons equals bad guys. So this right here would be like a nice spot. Perhaps. Then you have to consider what plants are available. You know? Right here is a good spot, you see? This cluster. Over here is a good spot. You see this big cluster right here? You'll have all kinds of creatures. You're basically turning any spot of the map into a crazy endgame, high difficulty area where the ghouls turn glowing, and it's very dangerous. It goes from a nice, sunny, beautiful blue sky day in Morgantown to the apocalypse, and it's scary. And there's all kinds of bad guys. And there's a couple extra bad guys. You know? So Morgantown's also a good spot. Just think about all the plants that you run by all the time. They turn into raw flux. Now,
reminder, talk to Romani about it.
When you do the Scorched Beast Queen, she delivers random flux of different colors. I don't do the Queen because I consider it cheap. So if you want to be like me, don't do the Queen. Or do the Queen only if you drop the bomb. But don't, just basically never enter somebody else's bomb. And if you really want flux, you go and purposely make that your little mission. And that gives you gameplay, you see? You're asking what to do, Ricardus, right? So let's say that I really want a jetpack. So, to make a jetpack, right? 1 second. Let me pull this off. See, that's just the thing. So let's say that you finally save up all the gold in the world, Secret Service, right? And then you get your chest piece, yeah. And then you get your jetpack, hoo-hoo, right? And now you're ready to go make the bad boy. You're like, yeah, I spent all the gold in the world. Check it out. So to put the jetpack on, it costs 5 pure cobalt flux and 5 violet flux. What? Now that we just explained all that garbage, let's say that you want to be a purist and say, I'm not entering somebody else's bomb. Now you got to find some spot that has a bunch of violet flux and cobalt. The cobalt's a weird one. That's in some other spot in the map. Different plants have different colors. There's a bunch of violet down there in the cranberry bog, so that would be about 2 different bombs. Or, if you're lucky, well, you could probably get it over there up north in the Toxic Valley, because See, watch. For Cobalt, you see, it's a whole game. So basically, you spend like a week getting prepped, sort of, and you plan it out, and then you say, I'm going to bomb over there on the weekend, and you go bomb there, and you get your stuff, and you give yourself a high five because you finally got your flux, and it took a while. You killed all these bad guys. You're collecting their stuff. You're happy about getting the high radiation fluids, the glowing mass, and hardened mass, and you're like, cool, I finally got 5 flux. Or you could be like one of those other chumps that does the queen every 3 seconds illegitimately with garbage weapons, and to them, flux is candy, and they're duping flux and trading for stacks of 1,000 flux or something to the point where it means nothing. For me, flux is very darn valuable. It's super duper valuable. It's like the most important thing ever. So, you know. How much flux do you get from one zone? It all depends. Like, sometimes like 7 of one color, 4 of another, and 3 of another. It all depends. See, if I bomb on a private server and everything works out just fine, the enemies spawn right away. You have the initial. Let's just say that the enemies might respawn once or twice, and you have to go kill all of them numerous times. It's just basically scouting through the whole thing over and over and over again. If you're lucky, they'll have enough. But it all depends, really. Sometimes you're lucky if you get a few. You might get enough the first time, you know, for whatever. It's like a big deal. Let me check something. So Cobalt is Bloodleaf, yeah. Yeah. So you could totally bomb up here for the jetpack because there's Bloodleaf all around this lake, and then there's a bunch of mutant fernflower that turns violet. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Yeah, yeah. Get all that? Yeah. It's just like a long-term thing, you know. It'll just take a while. You just make it through, step by step, baby steps. You have your little plans, and you say, today, or this month, I'm going to be working. My next big project is to get my whatever ready. I'm going to get this stuff ready, get this build ready, but then you might want to move on and get some other stuff ready. You don't just call it quits. Where is it? What? What's happening? What's happening? Horrible things are happening. It is a hot one, people. Like 7 inches from the midday sun. I tell you what. Oh, it takes a lot of flux to do just what you have to do. I'm telling you. So, I don't know how long you have to play every day, Ricardus, but...
You need to remember to scatter supplies from that hospital.
Oh, no. I don't think you'll be running out of things to do. As long as you're aware of what's going on. You know? I don't think you'll be running out of things to do. It's just sometimes it could be overwhelming. You're thinking you have all this stuff. What do you really need to do? You know, what's important? I just want to get ahead. Is everything else useless? It could be useless if you save it till the end. If you do it as you go, it makes it more fulfilling and it takes longer. Otherwise, it feels like a bunch of chores that aren't connected to anything. You can still do them, and you still have to do them because it's going to come up again. It's really cool when this stuff comes up. All this extra fluff. But see, I'm happy to answer your question. Thank you for asking. But have no fear, it's not like the game just ran out of content and you're waiting for new updates. Oh no, oh no. It could be that you have progressed too quickly, and now the rest of the game's waiting for you. You have all those Pioneer Scout badges. Are you done with that? Like the Boy Scout thing? A lot of requirements to get your different backpack modules, which are really important for your overall build. I didn't really mention that earlier, but your backpacks are sort of important if you're not using power armor. You have the high capacity, the ballistic defense, plus 90, the energy, the insulated, plus 90, the radiation one, plus 90. You have the chemist or the grocers that give you reduced chem or food weight that lets you take off those perks through hiker or traveling pharmacy. It's sort of the overall thing, but it takes a lot of work. You have to get a bunch of badges. You have to do all these requirements under the World Challenges area. You see? All this possum stuff. And you can consider this stuff to be sort of like a tutorial. It makes you go certain places. Big deal. You've probably already completed a bunch of this stuff already. And it's just a couple things, like acquire a treasure map. Sure, you've gotten that before, maybe. But then it makes you use a treasure map. So it's like a tutorial. It's not like a challenge, it's you know how to use a treasure map. It wants you to collect bones. It wants you to be aware of where to find bones. It's not like a weird thing. It wants you just to know how to play the darn game. That's what I feel. It wants you to go to certain spots and go around and figure things out. Look, see, craft things, do what you gotta do, take pictures of certain things, whatever. It's just a big old tutorial thing. And then you got this other stuff where you get some atoms out of it. Aha. See, I never even have to try. I'm pretty sure I've repaired more than one sword in my entire gameplay. What do you say? But I've never tried to do any of this stuff. It just happens. It just happens, Destroy 1,100 robots with a rifle, a shotgun, energy gun, hammer. It just happens. I never purposely did it. I never purposely killed them with a hammer, with a sledgehammer. It just happens over time. But it might be addictive and obsessive if you start looking at this stuff and you start thinking, I have to kill 1,000 things with a specific weapon. For example, you have stuff up here, which I might want to do sometime. See? Kill robots with a laser gun, which means it'd be nice if you had a troubleshooter's laser gun, right? It'd be a reason to have a troubleshooter's black powder rifle for 80 atoms. That's not bad, right? With a sword, a Saltron sword, that'd be kind of funny. You see? It gives you something to do. All kinds of stuff. Make sure you're doing all your stuff every day. Yeah? Yeah, the treasure maps are kind of weird. Yeah, whatever. I never do them. I collect them. At one point a long time ago, I put on my Indiana Jones outfit and I went out there to look at the pages. I was going to do it again sometime, too. Now that I've played for much longer than before, I was going to look at the pages again to try to figure out where these spots are. Yeah. I never got a stim pack diffuser, and I never crafted antibiotics. And yep, cool. It's like super hot right now. But yeah, the backpack is part of it, and when I'm not using my power armor, I'm able to Well, I flip-flop between the backpack I'm using all the time depending on what I'm doing. There's a reason to go chemist backpack if you really want to max out your strength effects and you don't want to waste 3 points on traveling pharmacy. The chemist backpack is good. Same thing on the grocer's backpack side. If you want to max out your agility perks and not waste 3 on through hiker, then there you go. Sometimes I like the ballistic backpack for the daily op. Back in the day when I went unarmored or whatever. The insulating one is good for the silo for the nuke run because all the turrets are laser and there's a couple of assaultrons and a bunch of energy weapons in that whole thing. If you wanted that. The high capacity backpack reduces your defenses, but gives you 120 pounds capacity. The inner flim flam doesn't exist for us. There's nothing in that echoing space. Wait a minute. You just became a supporter? Hey, you became a supporter. Now, hey, you can do the actual flim flam sticker. There it is. Give me a red face. Give me a red face, Ross. I have to get some liquids. I'm gonna die from dehydration. And I'll be right back and we'll do a couple things here, okay? This Popeyes person convinced me to play some Rec Room VR. I'm thinking about that myself. Red face indeed, thank you. I'll be right back. Right back. Craft legendaries with modules. Sell to NPC vendors. Daily quests. Workshop conquest. Lucky hole mine. Power plants. Farm fusion cores. Public events. XP run. Toxic goo harvest. Rebuild camp. Move camp. Repair armor. Repair weapons. Craft ammo. Lift weights. Sleep. Play music. Stock refrigerators. Stock vendors. Transfer items between characters. Bury Mentat run. Dump caps at vendor if over 20,000. U.S. requisition holotape. Garahan building farm. Reputation root farm. Iron or South Ash heap. Multiply crops at workshop. Purified water at workshop. Tanagra town crickets. Faction dailies. Spend gold. Razorgrain flower farm. Scorch beast farm. Grafton monster farm. Sheepsquatch farm. Convert ammo at the ammo converter. Deathclaw farm. Snalligaster farm. Tarberry farm. Flatwood silt beam. Check keyword status. Nuke Findingo Colossus for a cursed weapon. Sugar Run. Nuka-Cola Farm. Concrete. Laid at monorail. Abandoned bog town secret floor. Farm mole miners for aluminum. Top of the world aluminum farm. Ski poles. Enclave code piece. Keycard search. Somerville Bookhouse. Watoga High School plastic farm. Chem farm. Enclave events. Wood farm. Dogwood farm. Smelt ore. Smelt spoiled vegetables and fruit. Cook food close to spoiling. Mirelurk egg farm. Mothman egg farm. Nuka-Cola factory farm. Sunshine well farm. Daily ops. Get a high bounty by picking locks. Lure player to camp with a high bounty to force vendor transactions. Hunt down wanted players. Honey farm. Convert perks into coins. Purchase lunchboxes with gold. Harvest flux from a legitimate nuke. Purchase gold with treasury notes. Purchase gold with caps from Smiley. Stock Nuka-Cola vending machine. Candy bowl and punch bowl. Refine camp and workshop blueprints. Craft legendaries with modules. Sell to NPC vendors. Daily quests. Workshop conquest. Lucky hole mine. Power plants. Farm fusion cores. Public events. XP run. Toxic goo harvest. Rebuild camp. Move camp. Repair armor. Repair weapons. Craft ammo. Lift weights. Sleep. Play music. Stock refrigerators. Stock vendors. Transfer items between characters. Bury Mentat run. Dump caps at vendor if over 20,000. U.S. requisition holotape. Garahan building farm. Reputation root farm. Iron or South Ash heap. Multiply crops at workshop. Purified water at workshop. Tanagra town crickets. Faction dailies. Spend gold. Razorgrain flower farm. Scorch beast farm. Grafton monster farm. Sheepsquatch farm. Convert ammo at the ammo converter. Deathclaw farm. Snalligaster farm. Tarberry farm. Flatwood Siltbeam. Check keyword status. Nuke Findingo Colossus for a cursed weapon. Sugar Run. Nuka-Cola Farm. Concrete. Laid at Monorail. Abandoned Bog Town Secret Floor. Farm Mole Miners for Aluminum. Top of the World Aluminum Farm. Ski Poles. Enclave Code Piece. Keycard Search. Somerville Bookhouse. Watoga High School Plastic Farm. Chem Farm. Enclave Events. Wood Farm. Dogwood Farm. Smelt Ore. Smelt spoiled vegetables and fruit. Cook food close to spoiling. Mirelurk Egg Farm. Mothman Egg Farm. Nuka-Cola Factory Farm. Sunshine Well Farm. Daily Ops. Get a high bounty by picking locks. Lure player to camp with a high bounty to force vendor transactions. Hunt down wanted players. Honey Farm. Convert perks into coins. Purchase...
Huh. Okay. I'm no longer dying. It's 85,000 degrees right now. It's kind of weird. So, right now, I'm doing a daily task. I just played a big old list of things to do for you. I hope you pay attention to that list. I hope you paid attention to the list, people. But here I am at the Lucky Hole Mine, and I'm about to clear it out for lead. I was in the middle of... I was about to go into the... I was about to go do the load bearing event, but got caught up in that explanation. And I was going to come here afterwards, but I'm doing it now. I'll also show you the steel location, because I'm sort of running out of steel. I've been using my ammo converter, and I figure that it's more efficient and effective for making bulk ammo of the more expensive variety. Anything that takes beyond steel and lead I consider to be a little bit expensive. And I'm just grinding. Big deal. Yeah, I started the stream without realizing that my coffee cup was empty. That was terrible. A terrible idea. I made it about 45 minutes in before my throat seized up from all this talking. Hey, it's nice to have you back there, Nikki, on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for promoting me during these trying times. Do I have to say the magic words? Probably. If I enunciate, then YouTube will know just what I have to say. And they will guide me to the future.
I will not yield. Damn you, unbeliever! Holy Mothman, I join you in.
What does my coffee cup say? Well, it says the Gooboberti Way motto. The Gooboberti Way motto. That's right, the Gooboberti Way motto. I'm sort of a gaming philosopher. I'm one of those gaming philosophizers. The whole point of this whole thing is to help you become a better person through gaming. Or whatever. A more honest person that tries and to learn how to be happy. You know? I'm trying to help people become happy. To become happy, you have to reflect upon dark times. So, to become happy, you have to pay it forward by living in darkness and misery. Okay?
Ah,
To appreciate the light, you have to live in the dark. So, you have to give yourself purposeful deficits, and you have to sacrifice, and you have to hurt, and you have to ooh-I-E. Because you're building it forward. It's like you have to take the time to plant a farm, even if it takes like a whole month where you're starving. You're starving, and you know that if you starve a little bit more, then your farm will be a little bit better, and then you won't have to make a farm. You can work on that other thing, and now the farm will be a machine. But you have to build the machine. So, my coffee mug says,
This is unworthy.
Regret is spoiling the Holy Land. I regret nothing.
His eyes burn like fires in the night. No enemy will escape his sight.
okay.
Holy Mothman! Holy Mothman! I turn you
Stop it.
eternity.
Okay, so, you see, it's sort of the answer to Ricardus's question. Oh, you're asking about the power armor. The best power armor is from the Secret Service vault. Okay? The Vault 79. It's T65. Sort of. It's overall best. But now you got this new stuff, but let's just say T65. Yeah. Ultrasight is just like the contrast to the Enclave's XO1. But the Ultrasight has more ballistic, and the XO1 has more energy. But beyond that, they have the same stats. So they're pretty much reflections of one another. The XO1 and the Ultrasight. Yeah, so it's failure is growth, success is stagnation. So Ricardus earlier was asking, what do you do when you're done with the game, blah, blah, blah. So that's just the thing. Success is stagnation, right? If you reach some endpoint that you self-declare, what do you do then? It feels like, you know, if you're playing it to beat it, then you're gonna beat it, and then you're gonna get bored. But if you're not playing it to beat it, you're playing it to like live in it, you know, or whatever. And then the game just updates over time. For me, it's a bit different because I'm streaming it and I am living in it, sort of.
Oh, great Mothman, look upon your subjects with mercy. By light.
Because I have to keep playing it, and I know it's going to get better. So I see it like the long term. Of course it's going to get better, and bugs are bugs, but I know it's going to get better. Only way it's not going to get better is if it gets canceled, but it's not going to get canceled or something, whatever. Come on. So you deal with it, and I try to maximize systems, but without like a sense of completion, because I know it's going to get better. I don't say like this is the best weapon ever. I try to experiment and I try to try different things, and I try to go in deep because there is no best, and you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like tomorrow, or next month, they could nerf things, and they could buff other things, and they could invent new systems that amplify other awesome things. So it's best to get used to everything. It's jack of all trades, so you should relish in the failure, because then you get to experience and you get to do numerous iterations. If you beat something the first time, then you learn nothing. Okay? here's an example. If you had to run blindfolded through a forest, right? And what if you made it the first time? What did you really learn? That you're a Jedi? You learned that you're a Jedi. That you... that you don't have to try very hard. You didn't learn anything. And that's how life is. If you succeed the first time, you have no idea what to improve. In fact, you degrade. You stagnate. You rot. It's like non-flowing waters. Imagine there's waters flowing, and all of a sudden the waters stop, and they start coagulating and rotting. So success equals rot. Failure equals growth. It's an inversion. So it's just a way of saying it's okay to lose sometimes. In fact, it's actually a really good thing. If you could accept losing as part of your overall training, then it's a really good thing to lose. As long as you're paying attention and you improve. Because then you can say, I did it 85 million times. Even if 20% of those times were bad. There is no bad in that context, right? You just have experience. Now imagine you're some immortal vampire and you were blindfolded and you were told to run through the woods and they won't let you free until you get out of there. And it takes you 90 years. And then eventually you become like a mole rat. You're like, you know exactly where every rock is blindfolded because you could feel it. You've done it a million times. That's what it's like. You never know what you need until you need it. So you do everything. Oh, God. See that? We learned so much. Learned so much right there, right? Now we go back in there.
Wise and holy I will live forever.
Okay. So I'll go on through and get my lead through this door right here. Oh boy. And right over here. Bunch of lead. I'll drop off the lead and then I'll go and pick up the steel or iron. The iron. See, I thought that these guys were fireproof, but really just ants are fireproof. Crickets aren't. See, I'm pretty darn indestructible in my T65 and everything. I think it's also because my torso has 7% damage reduction. Or explosive reduction. Okay, now we're leaving. Once we're out, I'll drop off the goods. I can go there right now. Let's teleport straight down to the Hornwright testing site number 3. This is where I go for my iron deposits. There's a couple nodes back to back. Nikki, you're asking me if I'm going to play the game Cherno Bylight. It's a survivor horror game. No. It's a survival game based in Chernobyl. What kind of survival game? Is it like Russian? I don't want to read a bunch of Russian. Have a bunch of vodka references. It's all a joke. Okay, here we go. Get what I can. This is also the last morning, the last day of the mole miner situation, so I think it's in everyone's best interest to perhaps purchase the mole miner pails, the empty pails. I think the standard pails have the highest payoff in terms of scrip. Scrip is a hot commodity these days, you know, for the modules, because we should be swimming in legendary cores, but script right now you only get 300 per day, and that goes by fast. It takes 50 script to get one module, and it costs like 4 modules to upgrade or re-roll something that a 3-star. And that goes by fast. And or quickly at the same time. Alright. This is node number 1. It's right here at the edge, but I have to kind of run up. Some of the nodes you cannot collect from, but again, I am in my excavator power armor, and I'm getting, as you see, times 4 the amount, or it's actually times 8 the amount, or something. It's a significant difference between wearing this armor or anything else. You know what I mean? Perhaps. Okay. Irony. Yeah, so I guess I have to do more VR, huh? Golly. I could try out the tether thing and, you know, it'll be nice. It'll give me a reason to stand up every so often. That was node number 2 back there. Node number 3 is right ahead. Just gotta look for the creatures, see? It's right here. Big old clump of it. Perfect. Oh man. Where are you? Okay. Alrighty. And boom. I had to do that. It was mainly because the load-bearing event popped up, and that is specifically an event that features a mine. So, might as well take advantage of that by using the excavator power armor. If I'm doing that, might as well farm the iron, and if I'm doing that, I might as well go over here and pick up some other stuff. Really quick, there's some copper over here in these hills and a bit of aluminum. And while I'm out, I guess I'll pick up some blight. I'll pick up some blight. And we have a chance to find a mole miner. Here we are. I'm still in my excavator armor. There's gonna be some black titanium up the hill and some bad guys as well. Okay, black titanium. Alrighty. Rich black titanium. Work our way up and around. Pick up a little dollop of blight. I'm at 17 fusion cores. It is as it is. There's gonna be a couple dollops of ore here and there. It's really about these outcroppings where the ore exists, as you see. It's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious. Right there. Alright. And we'll go all the way across. Hey there, Tim. How's it going? Okay. We're looking for the ore. I'll come back from the other side. A little dollop right over here. Copper. And copper up and over everywhere. This sort of thing does add up, you know. Quite a bit. Yeah. Cool. Bit more lead. See, I'm still not over encumbered, even though I'm carrying a lot of ore on me. Just gonna loop up and around. Oh boy, this way. And then to the right. I'm at 25,000 caps. So I'm gonna go back through the vendors and try to purchase more of those empty pails in just a bit. Let's go back up this way and get the ore. Here's some gold. Check out the events. Free range is running with 9 people. Wow. Wow. I gotta head up that one right now. Oh boy. I could probably get them at the last second. Just run down here and get the aluminum. I could probably drop off the ore, process it later. I just want this copper here. Oh boy. And then the aluminum right over yonder. And a bit more. A bit further back. Okay. Oh, come on. What the heck? On that note, let's go back over here. The unthinkable happened. That was a situation of the homing grenade launcher, where I shot the guy that was down there, but he ran towards me, and the grenade went straight up in the air, then came straight back down on me. Because I didn't move. I shot that way. Hail and welcome to my camp. Please, you there? Hello. Peruse my wares. Let's swap out my armor here. Pull this out. Put that in. Pull this out. Put this in. Break this down. Pretty sure that event was over. Yeah, it's over. Repair? Nope. Alright. Goodbye. I'll drop off the ore. Yeah.
Note to self, look for more empty syringes. Something to sterilize them.
Drop it off. Miscellaneous. Sort by weight. 52 aluminum ore, 32 black titanium ore, 20 gold ore, 77 copper, 260 iron, 408 lead, 76 crystal, and that's all she wrote. Let's go check out these vendors. I need to buy these empty pails. Hail! And hail. What?
Who's talking? Who's that over there?
What?
Caps available
What?
in exchange for pillage.
What?
Loot. Pillaged. blue.
And hail.
Available in exchange
Oh,
for
bruh.
cash.
Bruh. I don't know if
And
you were at
hail.
the Oh, what? Do you do you have you don't have the you know what I'm talking about, like the cow plushie plans, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Huh?
Now
What
it's
the
stock. Goods acquired through
Do you know what I
questionable
mean, man? I have
The plushie
like-
plans for the. What are you talking about, Beast?
Bruh, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he knows what I'm talking about. This guy knows.
You want the plushie plans?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Brahmin plush plans. You know what I'm saying?
You want the
Hey,
Brahmin
look-
plushie plans?
Yeah.
Get
Yes.
your
I
rating.
have all
man,
kinds of Brahmin.
supplies.
I have all.
Here
I'm loaded with Brahmin.
or
You're
don't.
talking to the guy that
I
has the
don't
plans.
Okay. Well, can I buy a plan off of you, or? Listen, man. I talked to Google. I digress. Listen, man. I do not want to mess with you. Okay, you're
Don't want to
insane. All right,
haul
clearly.
it back
You
to
have.
Sell it here.
Okay. Listen, you've been playing this game too much. Okay, I gotta just say.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're blowing this
I'm-
place up.
I'm transacting over here.
I
I'm
think,
transacting.
I think that you need some.
Previously owned.
My
You know
camp's
what?
right over there. I'm
Sale.
selling stuff. My camp is
Mostly
right over there. You
blood-free.
can check out my vendors. You can peruse my wares and buy all of my garbage.
Listen,
I have so
man.
much affordable rates, realistic prices, realistic
what?
prices.
Listen.
You
Listen.
looked
Do you
in
have
at
the
me.
plans?
I probably don't
I'll
have
have
that.
you stop.
Not here.
fuck's
Probably
sake.
not.
And
I'm just
start
messing with you. I don't got it.
buying.
Let me
Well-
check. Let me check. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's check it.
I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all.
Let me check.
But you
here.
know
Let me
what?
check.
But you know what? I am so desperate.
Brahmin is a plushie.
I'm so desperate.
I'll give you something for free.
Okay, I will.
You want something for free?
No. Is it right away? Because
No.
I'm trying to lay off. You know what I mean?
Would you like a free symptomatic plan?
What is that? What? Huh?
Then never mind.
What is that? Oh.
You lost your
okay.
chance.
Oh, all right.
Chomping at the bit.
Okay.
Would you like a free safari gorilla backpack?
I mean, is it a plushie? Well, you
Well,
know.
it does have a plushie in the back. Yeah.
Oh,
Have you seen it?
I mean, no, I don't think so.
Oh well, then yeah.
But
you'll-
I mean,
if
if it's free, I mean,
it's I mean, come on, it's like it has a plushie in the back of your backpack, hanging out the back. It's a baby gorilla.
I mean, it's kind of cute. Not gonna lie. I mean,
You don't sound too excited, so you get nothing. Chomping at the bit. I'm offering things to you. You get nothing.
I am. Listen, man. All I do is collect. Hey, you listen. Oh wait, no. I thought that was okay. No, you're still here. Okay, fine. Listen. I like.
Just kidding. Want to buy or
Okay,
sell?
so this is my situation. Okay, I am livid. I'm livid, like livid plushie collector. You know what I mean? I have hundreds in my life, and that's no joke. Listen, I'm trying to get all the plushies in the game.
Get your rating. Supply.
Well, then
Or
what kind of backpack do you? Oh,
I
you do have a
don't
plushie in
care.
your back. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Um,
That's the only exception to the other things I was talking about.
It's my character arc. Listen.
Yes, I.
All I do is collect plushies. Okay, that's why I play this game. Alright. All I ever wanted in life is.
What's up with the
This
sales pitch you're
vendor
giving me, huh?
unit is equipped
What's up with this pitch?
you know-
Theft measures.
You're pitching me.
Don't get any
Uh,
ideas. Jump.
You know, I realized this, and
Well,
I
see,
can't believe.
I'll be honest.
you know.
I might have it on my other character, but there's no way of me. Maybe one day in the future. I'll tell you this: if I remember,
Reminder,
I will move it over to this character, and if one day I see you again, I will say, "Hey, I remember." Boom.
And paid for
Okay.
with said.
So,
Listen, Singer.
I'll check my
okay?
other character.
I need...
I'll check it out. I don't know.
Listen, you're making it hard on me right now. Okay. Like, now I have to go on Discord and like ask the peons, you know, to give me like the ramen plushie plan.
Yeah, so you can get it in a second. People get what they want in 3 seconds in this world.
It's not true. It's not true.
Not the way I work. I gotta work for things.
Alright, what do
It's
you
on my
want?
coffee mug. No, I'll give it to you if you so want it. Well, I'm not gonna give it to you because... Well,
Can
here's
I,
the thing. There's nobody on my friends list because I get attacked all the time. I'm a very important person.
Oh god,
Okay.
who the frick are you?
I'm a live streamer.
Yo. You the pret? Oh! Whoa!
I'm live right
stream.
now. I'm one of those live streamer people.
Dang, bruh.
Yes.
Living the dream out here.
And they attack me for my honest ways. I'm too pure for them.
Oh, frick. Well, you know what? I don't
Need
even know
some
who you are, to be
ammo,
fair, and I hope that doesn't
cannons,
offend you.
or
Well, of course.
spiky
Although,
bits to
You
stab
know,
people
I got
with.
like,
You may
to be fair, I got
find
like,
some
20
here.
caps. I'm sure that's nothing. I mean, you're freaking level, what? How do you, what the, what? I mean, well, you're a live streamer, to be fair. Yeah, I
Yes.
guess that makes sense.
Yep. Yep. It's been out long enough, right?
Please don't stab other
At this
customers
point.
while they shop.
This is,
I'm sorry that the
that's
game has done that to you. But you've done that to the game. But,
I think
I don't want to call it a game. It's breaking immersion. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, back to what I was doing. This is a stick up. Give me all the put the plans in the bag, man.
Okay, well,
This is
well, here.
listen. You know.
It'd be great if I could find some heirloom seeds from
You know what? I'm not gonna crowd you, but I am gonna crowd you for other reasons. I freaking need that plan, and I know you have it, you scoundrel. Listen here, sir. I know. I hear that evil laugh, and I know what it means. Okay, I've been around the.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me melt my flim flam.
That was... What the heck? That was a proper, like, because the armor was in the way, so I didn't get a good look at you until you, moved away from the armor, and it was kind of, immersive, I guess. Like, oh, who is this man? What does he wear for a living?
1 second, Beast. I want to show you something, just so you understand. Because you seem to be unfamiliar with the whole thing. I want to show you, really quick. I had to swap out the skin on the backpack. This is the Crocolosis thing. If you want to check the back of it, check the backpack.
Oh, where'd you freaking go? Oh,
Check the backpack on this mannequin. Check the
oh,
backpack.
the mannequin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute, but I think I already have that one.
You probably
To be
do.
fair.
You probably do have that one and the gorilla.
No, I don't think I have the gorilla.
Oh, well.
But I'm not a big fan of monkeys. Out of all my 100 plush, don't you judge me, killer. I mean, radish. I mean, sorry, I'm talking to my friend. He says "wow" after us. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's not important. What's important is, out of all,
Well, I was honest.
300 plushies.
I will. See, I'm not going to add you to my friends list, and I can't add anybody to my friends list because it's too dangerous.
I mean, that's fine,
But
also,
if I see you again, I'll say, hey, here's that thing I forgot that you wanted.
okay, I mean, listen, man, this is Fallout 76. What are the chances we're gonna be on, at the same
It's very
time,
high.
at the same...
Very high. It's terrible. It's
I don't trust
it's
you
an
at all.
epidemic.
It's not.
I have to avoid lots of people, and I usually I recognize your name.
What?
And
Excuse me?
I recognize many people.
Oh God, I feel watched right now. This is Big
I
Brother,
recognize
man.
people. I add them to
can't.
an internal list of people to avoid.
You can't. You don't know me.
You're
You've
not
never
supposed to
seen
cough.
me in your whole life.
You're not supposed to cough anymore. It's the year 2021.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, I don't have anything on me. Okay? And I'll have to go to my other character to get it. And then if I happen to see you one day in the next couple years, then I'll say, hey, here's that thing. But you'll get it very soon, right? What'd you want again? You wanted the Brahmin. Plushie.
Yeah, that's what this whole thing is about, man. Fucking heck, bro.
You're interrupting my flim flams. I'm trying to teach the people how to play this. Yes.
I'll freaking teach you here in a second. Wait, don't take that weird. Listen, man, I gotta
Would you
go.
like a mask? I'll give you a mask. Would you like
I mean,
a... Do you have things? Are you poor? Are you a poor person?
I'm not poor. I am, like,
Okay.
loaded to the tittles. You know what I'm saying?
Keep an eye out for the yard sticks.
I literally thought that NPC was a person, and I like freaked out for a second. Don't worry about that. What's important is you don't need to teach the people. Hi, people. You don't need to know about anything that's happening.
Yes.
Except for this Brahmin plush.
Yes.
I don't know who the world is. Okay, I don't know what your follower base.
Hit that
is like,
switch
but
right there. Hit that switch right there.
I was
Nope.
Oh my god. Listen. I'm a nice person, but
Shut
it's
up.
deluded. So I hope you know.
Hit that
don't
switch.
care. I'm like terrified of this switch right now.
I'm not that kind of person.
I'm kind of like worried. Oh. Oh. Well, you know what? I can respect that because you got mad skills. You know, closing that and then going in. You know, I've done that in places before. Try to close the door and run through. You know what I'm saying? So it's relatable.
It's not that hard. Try it out.
Okay.
Hit the button. It'd be cool if I had like a second switch that rerouted that switch after demonstrating, like a magic trick. You know, I should do that. Watch, the button does nothing, and then I hit the switch.
I mean, it's
What are you doing here?
kinda, yeah.
Crazy. And people think we're the bad guys.
What are you doing here?
Teaching the people. What is this?
Teaching
Oh.
people.
There's no people. Is that what you said?
Yeah. No.
Let's see.
Hail.
well-
Welcome to my store. Please peruse my wares and spend your money, beast. See, it's not that bad.
See you, sucker. You'll never find where the switch is. What an imbecile. He doesn't know where the switch is. Can you imagine? Oh!
Yes.
Oh.
Affordable wares.
This guy's a wizard. He got in by not normal means with wizardry.
Right over here, beast.
Interesting.
There's side flims.
Eh?
Side flims.
Oh. Well, I'd like to think he's a wizard. You know what I mean? It's like more interesting.
Mm. You're one of those people, huh?
Like, bruh, all I ever wanted was like,
You're one of those
you know what I'm
people.
saying? Like, moo-moo plans, big mama moo-moo
Well, here's the
plans,
problem. Why don't you have
big
it yet?
plushes,
Why
you know
don't you
what I'm
have
saying?
it yet?
Dylan's.
Is that all
What's
you're
up,
looking
Dylan's?
for? Hey, Dylan, do you have a Brahmin Parshi plan? I'll pay you. I'll pay you 20,000 caps. Can you beat that?
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Can't get.
Oh, no.
What? You locked him in his own domain. Bro. That actually kind of scared me, not gonna lie. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
No!
Woohoo! But look at this boy's gun. Daggone. Oh, nice spam.
Wrong side!
Note to self.
Oh my god. Oh, why do I get scared so easily? It's so dumb.
system. Pretty good.
Yes. Perfect. 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 I'm supposed to be teaching the people.
All right. So what are you supposed to be teaching them about today? What's the plan for your schedule, like, for students of YouTube or whatever?
To recognize privilege.
What does that even what
Step
what
one.
does that have to do with Fallout?
Well, that's what led to the initial wars. I'm joking.
In Fallout?
All of them.
Kind of like, that's a little bizarre, don't you think?
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Well, you're looking for the plan. I know that that's what it's all about. This is like a place you're standing.
This is a.
You're looking at people.
Legitimately, this is an elaborate ruse.
This is like
to
VR
get the
chat.
plan correct.
Yeah.
Well, never tried VR chat because I'm not a big fan of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I have trouble talking half the time as it is, so such is the life of the swirls, I guess.
I don't like.
You can't judge me.
I
Just
don't
because
like-
you're on a higher rock doesn't mean.
I don't like the color of your gun.
Oh, what?
I don't.
What?
I don't affiliate with cheaters.
You don't affiliate with purple? It's kind
Cheaters.
of color racist, you know what I
Oh
mean?
no.
Oh, I mean like gun color Oh my god.
They're here. They heard us.
So dumb. Bruh. It's so stupid. Earlier today, but I said, basically, I don't know, me and my friend were talking about it, and I was just like, religion isn't a thing, and what did I say? It's like, religion can't be, and what did it freaking say? It was so savage, bro. So savage.
I believe you.
It can't be a religion if it's true, is what I said. And I didn't mean that. I feel like, and my friend just started laughing like crazy. Like,
I
oh
know
my
what
God,
you
you're
meant. I understand the premise of what you're saying.
Listen, like I said, I
I
cannot
know,
talk to people.
because
Otherwise
you
they
have
bad
to
things
believe
happen.
things, and to believe things is, because faith means there's evidence. I understand the thing with the so forth. True things don't
Yeah,
require
but
faith and flim flam.
Exact. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You
Therefore,
get me.
ergo, vis-a-vis, concordant.
Okay. Good. Great. Glad we're on the same page right now.
Even though, well, see, I understand what you're saying. Hey, buy my garbage. Who are you?
This is Radish, Killer Radish. Everybody knows him. He's so famous, dude. Aren't you? Aren't you so famous?
I have to avoid people.
But,
Oh,
hey,
you're on my
Hey,
team.
back off. Hey, back off. He doesn't want you near him. Yo, he's famous. Get out of here.
Dangerous people.
Yo, people are gonna start to crowd. Aren't you scared? Like,
Yes.
they're gonna be like, oh, I know this person. And
See, I don't
it's
really.
kind of bizarre,
If
but-
I've recognized that, I would leave the server in 3 seconds. It happens all the time.
No, well, what?
I call people cheaters, and they don't like that. See how that works? Because your gun is purple, and it's a cheating weapon.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I got the skin from what's it
Oh,
called?
then never
No
mind.
Waste.
Nuclear
No,
winter?
what, NW.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I got the skin.
That's just me
I
being a
got
chump.
this. It's
Congratulations.
either from that or the Christmas thing. Like, they had Christmas stuff out as well
Oh,
for...
I missed the purple
What is it
weapon
called?
day.
New Waste? What the...
Nuclear winter, end of.
Nuclear Waste. Nuclear Waste.
the winters of Nuclearville.
It's the, don't worry about it. It's the. What did I say? I don't remember.
Listen here.
Yeah.
Listen here.
What? What? You? Okay. Listening. Ears freaking open as frick. What's happening?
No.
Are we being evaluated? Listen, I'm a freaking queen. I'm a gosh dang queen. I missed the jump.
Silence. Tired of this garbage.
My friend said I was a queen, okay? I'm allowed to be queen. Don't worry about it.
You
Is
can't
she
break into my
great?
base. I have locked doors.
That's just false.
I have locked doors. Stop it.
I think you need to work on your locked doors. That's a problem.
Okay.
Okay, listen. The only other. What the? Okay. Anyway, the only like other reason I come onto Fallout 76 is literally to sit up on a roof as a cat, and you know what? I'm living the dream.
That's what I just said. VR chat. You know, you're just doing the VR chat thing. A little simulation.
I mean, yeah. I guess if you want,
One day this game will be VR. I guarantee that because Bethesda made Skyrim VR
God,
and
no!
Doom
Oh
VFR
God!
and
Can they not?
Fallout 4
Please,
VR.
no.
You don't want that? It's
No.
gonna be the best thing
No,
ever.
I freaking don't.
It's gonna be the best thing in the
I don't
gosh
want it.
darn Megaverse.
No,
the best.
absolutely not.
It'll be cross-platform. You don't have to be in VR. But everybody else will be in VR. And they'll be pointing at you, and they'll be waving at you with their actual arms.
No, I don't
Breakdancing?
like it. It's too real.
I recognize
I can
you.
only handle so much humanoid emotion going into games. Okay, that's why I never did. You know what I'm saying? Freaking VR or whatever it's called.
It's time to leave.
Terrible memory.
Emergency, emergency. Red alert. They're coming in. Aye, 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 aye. Running away. Running away. They're coming. They're coming! They're coming! No. They're coming here. I recognize people. I recognize the people. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm about to knock this daily ops out the park. Do it in about 4 minutes if you want credit. I'm going in right now. Cool. Cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you want a good time on this thing, you have to make sure that you only kill the 8 enemies during this first phase. Once those 8 enemies are killed, you stop killing them because you'll be eating into the time because you want to save those enemies for the second round. And then you knock that out really quick, and then the third round, right? So yeah. Focus on the boss when it's time.
This is the Brotherhood of Steel. Someone's been intercepting our communications. We'll need to disable devices in your vicinity ASAP. Our uninvited guest must want us to put on a show. Let's oblige. Start thinning out their numbers first, and I'll provide further instruction. And I recommend stealth maneuvers from here on. This group is powerful enough you want to limit how many you take on at once.
No, focus on the boss.
Nearby should be carrying the code. We'll need it to shut one of the interceptors down. I don't have any intel on who the code carrier is, so do your best to pick him off.
Killed nothing for a second. Yeah.
First connection
Super
is good.
fast.
Now rest for the weary.
Super fast.
Take down another handful of these bastards, and I'll try to hone in on the next code.
Oh yeah. There's 4 more. That's it.
Okay. Another code carrier should be
Run
in your
away.
area now. Try to take him out without letting the rest of this merry gang know. Another code acquired. Use it to knock out an interceptor. Proceed with caution.
Run away.
Almost done now. Just need to track down the last code. Keep clearing the place out. I'll let you know when I spot something.
Oh boy.
Track
No!
the final code down to a specific
Who
target.
knows?
Bad news. It's looking to be way tougher than the rest.
All that point blank you got to me. No. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh god. My apologies.
Good going. Target down.
Alright.
I put the cherry on top of this Sunday by disabling the final interceptor.
Yeah,
Interceptor's down.
yeah I normally don't die
Comms
like
could be
that.
the difference between life or death. You've done good work, team. At Victoria.
Yeah. Two treasury notes. Going back in. Okay, here we go.
Come in, team. Someone's been intercepting our communications. I'm a private guy, so I'm none too pleased. Whoever this punk is, let's shut him down. This location is a hotbed of enemy activity. Our spy friend thinks that'll stop us from reaching the interceptors. Let's prove him wrong. Well, let's keep the action quiet if we can. Better to focus on a single target from the shadows than to kick up a whole nest of them.
Okay. Be careful.
The light is eternal. The holy land.
Picking up a code carrier in your area. They'll have what we need to shut
Come
down
on.
an interceptor. Try to find who's got it. Code acquired. Sneak your way over to one of those interceptors and disable it.
Yeah. Don't shoot me. Okay.
One down, two to go.
That's a good
You'll need
time.
to take out another batch of them before we can get the next code.
Very dangerous. That was not 10. Okay.
Next code carrier's in your area now.
Come on.
I don't have exact details, so make your kills quiet. Wouldn't want them calling the cavalry. Second code acquired. Same deal as before. Sneak over to an interceptor, shut it down.
Oh no. Here we go. I have no more purified water. Okay. No, here they come.
Perfect. Down to the final interceptor now. Take out another
Nice
group
and
of
smooth.
hostiles
So
and
today
let's
I'll be doing
locate
some
that
more
last code.
Rec Room VR. Rec Room VR. Maybe on the side.
At last, I ascend. You cannot extinguish the divine light. It will consume you.
Forever in the light.
Your death will cleanse the holy land. I regret nothing. The Mothman! All will come to take my place.
Okay. Final one.
You'll pay that price for your time.
Code located. hungry hostile in the area has it. Make sure you're ready for a fight. I'd open with a solid sucker punch if I were you.
Oh no.
I still live. I fear nothing.
Tango down. Good work. Use that code to shut off the last interceptor and let's be done with this.
That was charging me.
Shepherd me.
Yeehaw. So much fun. The chaos, the drama, the passion. I'll be doing it again, Beast. Yeah. I didn't get any caps this time. 2 treasury notes, that's pretty interesting. It really is random. Mm-hmm. Hope you're all doing okay. It's 1:58 a.m. My eyeballs.
The number you have dialed cannot be reached.
And that's okay. I'll be doing it again just like so. So right now I have 25,000 caps, and that's cool. And that's real cool.
Dodge here. Some weirdo got the idea to listen in on our transmissions. Let's shut them down before they disrupt our operations. Our uninvited guest must want us to put on a show. Let's oblige. Start thinning out their numbers first, and I'll provide further instruction. But don't forget, stealth is key in this location. Taking on the entire group at once is likely to get you all killed right quick.
Your light will be my offering. The Holy Land will claim me.
Okay.
Only for you, holy Mothman.
Well, that was a close one. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, wow. I gave him a second. He also had a grenade launcher. Wow. Golly. One more enemy.
The Holy Land.
Enemy nearby should be carrying the code. We'll need it to shut one of the interceptors down. I don't have any intel on who the code carrier is, so do your best to pick them off one by one.
That him? Yes. I got lucky.
Good work, but we're not done. I need you all to take out another group while I gather more intel on the next code.
Final.
Okay. Oh no.
Come to take my
Where are you? Where are you? Here we go.
Divine light will consume you.
Can't see you.
Unix code carrier's close by. Do what you can to sniff them out, but try and keep it quiet. Take that code to the next interceptor. Keep your eyes peeled. I bet you're really starting to rile them up.
Come on.
Almost done now. Just need to track down the last code. Keep clearing the place out. I'll let you know when I spot something.
I go to the divine light. Holy I still live.
The Holy Land will reclaim. The Holy Land.
Protect me. The light is eternal.
And now to my final reward.
The divine light. I can see it.
The divine light. I can see it.
Got a strong signal for a code carrier.
Here we go.
This is a mean one. Sneak up on them first. Get a few shots in before they notice. Coordinate a takedown with your whole team if you have to. We need that code.
Can you unleader?
Tango down. Good work. Use that code to shut off the last interceptor and let's be done with this.
Yeah. How much grip have I gotten from doing the daily op?
They're pissed that we
Well,
hung up on them.
it's really random. It could be 0, it could be 10, it could be 50, it could be 25.
Signing off.
It could be 0 a couple times in a row, it could be whatever. Let's see what we get this time. You can get 500 caps. 2 treasury notes. Well, the last couple times I haven't really got that much. Last time I got 2 treasury notes as well. I'm gonna do it again and see if I get the same amount this next time. Cause maybe you have a certain number of times you can do it before it just stops giving you stuff, or is it just completely random? So I'll do it again. Operation Water on the Knee, $1,000 fee. I will do the thingy if I have to do it. Bloop. I also notice if the daily op is going to give you script, you get it at the very end. It'll show up at the bottom like bloop before the screen pops up, or as the screen pops up, you know, so you don't have to wait for the end screen if you're paying attention. Here we go.
This is Initiate Vernon Dodge from the Brotherhood of Steel. We need assistance shutting down radio interceptors at your location. This nosy creeps put the devices in enemy territory. Kill a few of the hostiles nearby. Let's give them a sample of that Brotherhood special sauce. Also, I recommend going quiet. These guys pack a punch, and you'll be in a mess of trouble if you attract too many at once.
Nothing. Now, to my final reward.
Yes, I made my farm camp. If that's what you asked me, I can't really say. Yes. I'll read your thing a little bit better in just a second. Yes, I did. I made the second camp.
Alright, you got some intel on an enemy carrying a code.
I want to keep them alive. That's how you get a good time. You
The
see.
intel's not precise, so try to pick your targets wisely.
Come on.
Keep it quiet if you can. It's too early to get the whole place up in arms. Great. We got what we need. Head to an interceptor and disable it. Expect increased activity.
See, I kept all those other guys
nearby.
alive. Yeah.
Good work.
Oh no, I'm down to 19.
We're not
Oh no.
done. I need y'all to take out another group while I gather more intel on the next code.
You cannot extinguish the divine light. I ascend. Judgment. Separately. Light.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Another code carrier should be in your area now.
Oh boy.
Try to take him out without letting the rest of the Sumeri gang know.
See, I got it before you even told me. Yeah. Second round.
Great. That's two
Careful.
down. There's one more left. Y'all know what comes next. Hunt down another batch of these poor fools.
Light.
I fear nothing. Above promise. At last, I ascend.
Hurry up. 12 more. Both sort of hanging out side by side.
I join you in eternity.
Separately. Light. More will come to take place. The light is eternal.
Okay.
Lived only for you.
Oh, we gotta go, 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 go.
Regret nothing.
Divine light. I can see it.
Okay. Almost done. 2 more. Oh no.
You are back.
Code located. An extra angry hostile in the area has it. Make sure you're ready for a fight. I'd open with a solid sucker punch if I were you.
Mothman, protect me.
Target eliminated. Great work, team. You ready to shut down the final interceptor?
Yes. And boom. Awesome. Okay, all done.
Mission accomplished. Y'all literally cut the cord on them.
I'm paying attention to see.
At Victorium.
Guiding us.
Dodge out.
Divine light.
Yeehaw. Let's just see if I get 2 treasury notes again or something. Yeah, hey look, I think after a certain number of completions it just gives you nothing but garbage for a while. Is that how it works? I don't know. But that's all done. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I think I'll try out some VR tonight again, and then eventually I'll do what I gotta do. Yeah.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your cooperation.
People still here. Alright, let's go back to my camp and let's restore the balance of the universe. Now, I have a lot of money. I'm going to try to get rid of all my money before the day is over. I have to go to all these vendors, as many vendors as possible, and purchase these empty mole miner pails. I'm pretty sure today's the last day, unless by today they mean tomorrow. Alright.
Damn.
Drop off a couple things. A couple of these legendaries. Yay. Okay. I guess this would be a little bit of a slightly shorter stream for a second, people. But I'll show you my farm camp if you're still watching there, Ross. I'll do a couple things there, and I'll wrap it up. Let me just do some stuff here first. Let's smell all that ore that we picked up earlier. And I could waste another point here. It's okay. Sometimes I feel like putting on the ammo factory perk, you know? To make more ammo. If I'm gonna devote some time to making a big old stack of railway spikes for the ammo converter, I want to make sure that I make it worth it. It's a bunch of steel being used, you know. So I put on the ammo factory, but that costs a legendary perk coin. 2 actually, to take it off and put it back on, or you know, or to put it on and take it back off. There we go. Drop it all off. 800 steel. Okay. So I'm just going to use what I have without the ammo factory. I do have the builder build on. So I'll make a big old stack of railway spikes. Just not too... Actually, I have no steel. I can't. It might be more effective to make the fuel itself, because it doesn't take as much steel, actually. I'll be out of fuel for a while. Not the fuel, but the grenade round. Explosive ammo. What's it cost? Not well. It costs 6 per. I get 9 here.
Talk to him.
Okay, well, at least we're out of that. That gives me the option of no longer using the explosive ammo if I wanted to no longer use it. You know? So, make sure I'm at the boulder. Done. Here we go, people. Here we go. I'll move my camp over right now, if I could. It's not the most beautiful place. I just wanted a big old farm, okay? It's not like... And it wasn't a 3-story farm, it's just a big razor green farm with a bunch of stuff outside.
Just kidding. Want to buy or sell.
But I did what I could. And I hit the limit. So now it's just about fine-tuning it. I mean, I built the whole thing today. It's not going to look like it. It's going to look like I lived there for a while. But it hit the limit, so that means I did a good job,
It's
at least.
dangerous to go alone. It's dangerous to go in groups. It's just
Okay, miscellaneous
dangerous
mole miner
out
pail.
there.
See that? Boom.
So stock up
Done.
here.
Right over here, you see? I'm using the builder build. Let's get a better deal by putting on my armor. So I'll pull my armor. What? Oh boy. Sort by nothing. I'll pull the armor off my rack here. Oh yeah, because it's in my other camp. Alright. Put on this unyielding set. I have the hard bargain on. And so I figure I'll wear something like this when I'm doing what I gotta do. Helmet, Marine Tactical. Let's go for about that many.
Previously owned loot for sale. Mostly blood-free.
Well, I might as well eat the Great Mentat. I've been like not doing that recently for the last couple months. Excusing it away.
You looking at me? How about
Alright.
you stop
So now,
looking and
sell this
start
garbage.
buying?
So right now what I'm doing is I'm going through the map and I'm purchasing as many of those pails as possible. And there's a bunch of the empty pails. I'm only buying the standard pail, but not the ornate or the other one because they cost too much money. The dusty one ain't the best. I'm just gonna run through here really quick. Not ignore these guys. Alright, Mole Miner Pill. Cool. I'm just gonna rotate through the rest of these train stations. And then end up at the White Spring. Let's go this way first.
You can't stab people unless you
this way.
buy something to do the stabbing with.
14 seconds. California, here I come. Right back where I started from.
Congratulations! Today is your lucky day. You've won the Great Appalachian Sweepstakes, and this wonderful prize is yours. Great Appalachian Sweepstakes is not responsible for paying the fine.
Alright.
Enjoy your prize.
And miscellaneous. And go. Super fun. Yeah, it's well, it's 2:20 a.m. right now. 2:20 a.m. Ampersand. Okay, we're gonna go around. Train state. There's a vendor right here. There's a bunch of vendors. I think like 14 or so. Top of my head. And then there's a bunch more vendors inside of White Spring. And I have to go to all of them. What I have to do. I end up with like 30 or so pails. And it'll give me a handful of script. And whatever. Whatever. Here we are.
Hi there, Susan. Super duper mart. You will find amazing deals on the finest food. Super duper mart.
Yeah.
Hello, students. Watoga High School.
Ready to exchange items.
There it is. Yeah.
Now, displaying current stop.
So much money. And all the train stations in the gosh darn world won't get me down. Oh, no, won't get me.
Get your rating supplies here, or don't. I don't care.
You don't care, huh? Why are you talking about it? Train station. This is a cool spot under the road in the cranberry bog, under the main highway. You have your camp overlapping it. You get this free little area.
Ammunition
Yay.
and other
Miscellaneous.
supplies available here.
Boom. Let me go. Let's check out the junk first of all. Sometimes I like to buy some junk. I'll buy the steel because I need it, and the aluminum.
Stock up
See?
now while supplies are available.
Yes, doing the vendor rotation. The vendor rotation. Yeah. Alright. Cool.
Welcome, citizen.
Welcome.
I am authorized to trade supplies.
While I'm here, I'll make a few more. Empty. Go. I'll buy the junk as well. Let's make some more of these helmets. I'll buy the aluminum.
Be sure to stock up while you can.
And some of that fine steel. Yeah.
Don't
And
face the wasteland without
there's a vendor in Camden
proper
Park.
supplies.
And I'm going to the vendor in Camden Park. Okay. You can't stop me. You can't stop me.
Pleasant Park is such
Okay.
a happy place. That's
Hurry
why
up.
I sell weapons and ammo.
Come on. Come on. Pail and the junk. Thank you. 10 aluminum, yeah. 5 steel. That's all I want. And some hats. It's also nice to buy the cherries from these vendors. They all have a little bit of cherry. Okay, moving on to Charlestown. The ton of Charles. So much.
Resupply here, citizen.
Yeah. And aluminum. Steel. We're getting a lot, people. You know, it's important for my ammo creation.
I am authorized to trade supplies and equipment.
And I'll buy the cherries. Oh, quantum. Who'd have thunk it? Alright, all the way over here to Flatwoods is another hidden vendor. There's a couple vendors that aren't really marked on the map. Like Flatwoods, Camden Park. The other vendor in Watoga. The other vendor in Top of the World. Graham, the traveling merchant. All those other traveling merchants. All this stuff. This Flatwoods one. Hey, Rooster, yeah. I'm just going around the map doing a little purchase spree, buying a bunch of the standard empty pails and some junk. Because I had 25,000 caps. Getting rid of some. Very nice.
It sure is great to see living human beings again.
Moving on down. All these vendors. Okay, we have Morgantown. And then Toxic Valley, Grafton, I should say. And then finally we have White Spring. Yeah. And then finally White Spring. And that one has a bunch of vendors. And the vendor outside, you know. I'm getting a whole lot of material out of it as well.
Requisitions now available.
Come on. Steel. That's a steel. And the no cherry.
Be sure to stock up while you can.
Yeah. Oh.
I smell scrap. Well, trading for supplies, ammunition, and gear.
Gear. Junk. I want the aluminum and the steel. Yep, and I want to sell you these. Yep. I did a ton of daily applications, a ton. At a certain point, I stopped getting the other currency, and I just started getting 2 treasury notes. Is that what normally happens? Normally, I don't farm the daily ops as much, but you know, I did a whole lot last handful of days.
If you have supplies to trade, I can be of service.
I want your cherry. And we're done. And now we go all the way down to here. Yay. Mm-hmm.
May I be of assistance?
Yep. 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 All right. Awesome. See, doing all this stuff is fantastic for my character here. Getting all these materials over time. Look at that. 12 bulk steel. Beautiful. 10 bulk lead. I don't need it, but I think it's nice to buy every so often. Big old chunk. And
at your service, sir.
That's it. The pail. Just a standard pail. And I'm going to sell the armor. Oh boy, the helmets here.
May I be of assistance?
Perfect. See? Now we go over here. Before I get too deep, let's just dump all this material I currently have, because I'm sure I have a lot of it. Yeah, with selling back to the vendor, you have a lot. You could make your money stretch a very long time and get a ton of stuff. Good night. Oh yeah. Yeah. As long as there's something to buy. See, normally in the past, before this aristocrat thing where I wouldn't be spending money, like right now I'm specifically trying to buy aluminum, steel, and the empty mole miner pail, the standard one. Before, I would try to get rid of as much money as possible, and I would try to get myself broke. I like to be under 100 caps or something. That way, for a bit, fast traveling is kind of weird, and it's kind of fun for a bit, you know? I like to earn my way back up from the bottom, but now I'm not doing that. In the past, I'll try to buy up all of the junk, most of it. I'll go through the entire thing, then go back again and get mostly everything. Do the ornate pills have higher script chests? I don't think. That's why I'm getting the standard one. I opened up a bunch of them, right? And in 7, I did it twice. In 7 standard pills, I got 25 script. In 7 ordinate pills, I got like 15 or something. Or none. It's like, you know, it has other plans and everything. I think the middle ones have the most money. Yeah, I got less caps and less script from the ornate. It's kind of weird. It could just be a roll of the dice, but I don't know the exact odds. Just let you know from my experience. So now I have to make a bunch of these again. We're here. There's a bunch of these vendors here.
adventure. Are you
Life
up to
is
the
a
challenge?
highway. I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way,
Protect and serve.
I'm gonna do stuff with your face. Yeah. Look at that, 11 steel. I'll buy the oil as well. That's pretty important stuff. I don't need the lead really, but yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. 'Cause I don't need it. Go back to the pail. It's all gone. I'll check for any Nuka cherries. We're done there, and I'll sell a bit here. I'm also getting a very tiny chunk of XP whenever I make that stack of helmets. Hey, hey, friend.
Signature sulfur baths will leave you feeling
Rejuvenated. Rejuvenated. Okay. Miscellaneous. Thank you. Junk. What do you got? What do you got? Aluminium. That's good stuff.
Due to
Steel.
reports of spinal contusions,
Spinal.
robot chiropractic and massage services. We
See,
offer a wide
there's more
variety
items,
of
more awesome
hydrotherapy
things, which
and
means there's more
aromatherapy
stuff to
treatments.
sell. I think it's relatively easier to make a grander amount of money, even though it might be slower. But then there's more reason to hold on to it. But there's, you know, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, you see, Ross over here on Facebook said that he opened up 5 ornate pails and got no plans or script, just alcohol, ammo, and scrap. Right? Kind of weird. Words with the words and the words with the oh no and the words, yeah. Words and the words and the words. Words in a row to make sentences. Yeah.
The local game has been rather more spirited since the war.
Yeah, words in a row. Yeah. Steel. I'm all out of purified water. What a travesty is this? Hey there, James. Welcome. You have mail. Go check it. I'll be waiting. What did I just do? I bought a flannel shirt. What? Cool. I don't think server hopping does anything. So now I'm going to try to get rid of the rest of my let's go over here and buy up all these dusty pails now. They're kind of a waste of money, really. I don't think the dusty pails have any chance of having script, do they? I mean, they really are just a waste, I think. But they only cost 200, so not that bad. But, you know, sort of a waste. Yeah. I'll buy some of these screws. I'll buy some of that. Nothing. Problem is I have these extra helmets I just made. But I think we're done.
Looking for traditional hunting
Okay, let's
leathers
move back
or
across the map.
something more stable?
Let's go down to my farm. And we'll do the rest. To my garbage farm I made today. Yeah. So weak. See it weather here? A little cozy spot. A little cozy spot.
You are a piece of scrap. That means I like you.
A little cozy spot. Ba ba da bop. Bada bada body body boop boop. With a body bite boop be doo. Okay. The farm. I can jump up over here. See this cavity? You see all this here? Rossman? Rossman Jenkins? Alright, let's make some razor green flour. Right over here under Quest Science Projects, I'll make a small stack of this. $18. Alright, so here we go. Let's make sure to get this water first, because I want to get some water in the background here. Water, water, water. Water, water, water. Water to water, water to water, 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 water. I like the sound effects that this jacuzzi makes. See the camp? There's the camp. See, I like to have pathing of some variety whenever I make this situation. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it feels like just a big old box. It feels like just a big old box. But see, now it's purposeful. This place is a farm. The other spot ain't. Normally, I would have a spot like this at a workshop. Isn't that weird? To the point where people assume that it's my camp. This needs to be the wallpaper, see? Come on. No. Weird. Let's hurry up. Oh, pretty bad lag. That's weird stuff. Huh. This lag ain't gonna do. It's not gonna do. I want to have access up and over like that. I wanted to. This ain't so much a farmhouse. It's more of a farm instead of a building. a greenhouse, if you will. And I put a bunch of crops outside, and I spent a while organizing it to make it look natural. Whatever a while means. But the budget is full. Just so you know, the budget is full right here. So it's going to change over time. But that's how it works. I have it. I build a base until the budget is completely full. But then I end up changing it little by little by little. Just like with my Brotherhood of Steel camp. I changed that one a bunch so far. And I'm going to change it a bit more in the future whenever I unlock that red rocket thing. The Collectron. But I like to build a lot and then start subtracting. That's kind of how I built that stuff outside. I put a bunch of crops randomly and a bunch of trees, and then I got rid of a bunch of things and I moved them around until it felt natural. I was going to have a 3-story building with a bunch of crops, but it was giving me problems making the second floor erase a grain. Well, I have to kill that dude, don't I? It's pretty annoying. I was just making sure I had green thumb on. I hate doing a big old romp like this and then realize I'm not using green thumb. Yay. Well, the reason why I wanted to have 3 floors of crops, it's all the same in the end, is I had it in the past, you see, because you could have 3 floors of 4x4x4, sorry, a 4x4 with 4 grain per, right? And 1 grenade will refresh that entire area. 1 grenade. So the reason why I would want to have that is that, for example, just now I just crafted some grenades because I didn't have enough. Traditionally, I rely on whatever turbo fertilizer grenades I pick up when I do workshops. So part of the reason why I do workshops is so that every time I go around, I pick up another grenade. And if I have 10 or so, using 10 on 3 floors is basically like using 30 or more because of how it all works. So if I don't have as many turbo fertilizer grenades and I don't want to make as many, then I could really stretch them out. And for somebody else that doesn't have that many because it plans to have the free turbo fertilizer grenade machine right there, you see they could take that one and really stretch it with 3 floors. Really cool. But it's just to stretch it. Because normally I would have a single floor like this at a workshop because I don't have that much time to build because people want to kill me. Or whatever. And I don't need to stretch it because I could easily make more. But sometimes I'm low on resources and I want it. And I wanted to have some easy solution. But this does work as well. Because sometimes I build a 3x4. But this is a 4x4, so that's better. Or sometimes I build like a little small thing and I just keep on using a grenade. Think about this. There's a compromise between using a grenade more like over and over and over again because your footprint ain't that large, or just use one and then go around, you know? Just imagine using a grenade with only 1 tile here. It's sort of like what I do with the gourd. If I want a whole lot, I just keep throwing it on one little spot. You can do that. But it's faster, actually, to just do a 3-story thing. It is faster because there is a slight delay whenever I throw a grenade. A slight delay. It's not that substantial, but ooh-wee. Now, it's not that substantial here because this is the big floor, but if this floor was half as large and I was throwing that grenade twice as much, it'll start to get really obvious. You know what I mean? Get really obvious. I love that jacuzzi sound. There we go. Almost done. And boom. 9 more. Yeah. Having the 3-floor thing is also nice because that's like a meta thing. It's really efficient. It's the maximum number that you could multiply if you use Grenadier. Otherwise, it's not as efficient. But this works just fine. That swirly person's still here. They were crazy. Yay. Yay, just a few more. It's kind of funny. You know, if you had a 3-floor one, by the time you're done with the whole thing, there'll probably be another grenade ready. Let's go out there and get that water. Not all of them will have water, but some of them should. Yeah. Yay. Get all the grain in the world. All the grain. How much more do we have? All of it. Golly. Good thing I live here with a bunch of water. Sometimes I have a farm and I'm nowhere near water. That's unfortunate. 5 more revolutions? Golly. At least I'm not going to have any AP problems for a while. Today I got those pails and I purchased a bunch of extra junk, so that'll be fine. Four. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. I tried to skin that wall with the wallpaper, but nothing happened. Another one. Nope. Good. I didn't want it to be too perpetual. It's starting to take a while now. Can't really sit in one spot forever. Oh my gosh, apparently I can because I do this all the time. But it does get to me. I find if I'm having a conversation and I'm saying words with my mouth, time flows at a different rate perceptually. And I could kind of teleport through time and say, hey look, we're done now. Because we're getting through the conversation word by word, and we're riding this magical bus between point A and point B in the 5th dimension. Yeah, one more after this. Almost done. This base is nice and refreshing. Casual. It has a turret on that side, but there's no turret on top. It's gonna need some changes. I don't want I don't want it to be like too much like a compound. I just want a farm. Hey, we're done. Yay! Now I'll get some water. I'll get some water. I'll get some water. And a cherry on the side. Oh, yeah. Get some water on the side as well. Yeah. So I can just sit a spell. Some dirty water. Just imagine how much of your time, if you were responsible, like surviving in the woods or on an island, would be spent like sharpening your knives and making rope and just preparing for the next day, fixing leaks in your roof, doing a bunch of weird maintenance things. Besides just killing a boar, you're doing a bunch of other stuff besides just hunting. Hunting's just part of it. I'd say hunting's a very, very small part of it. That's just getting the stuff. Now what? You have a million tasks to do with that dead boar. You gotta skin it, you gotta tan the hide, you have to cut off the head and mount it to the wall. A lot of stuff to do. Okay, we're about done. See how it has a natural opening with some trees, some plants. Goes that way. Right here, that way. It has this natural water barrier going around the outside. That's why I had it here, because this natural water thing going around the outer edge, see? It kind of surrounds the entire thing. And then I realized I wouldn't have to really build my base to the edge of it because it's already here. You know? Alright. Yeah. Raise green flower. How much? We have more to go.
Today's jump output is error. Sensors are dirty.
Well, I think I'll be leaving this stream pretty soon. Because I want to get back into VR and start publishing some of that stuff. And then eventually doing it in a better format where you can see what I'm doing. Or whatever. Hope you're having a great day. Life is all about. See, whenever they did that batch crafting thing, that really helped out this process. Because this was a much slower process. Even though it's still slow, I still have to collect the water and I still have to get the razor grain. But before, most of the time was taken up just making this stuff. Because it's inconsistent. At least this is fast. Look, at least this is fast. So I'm spamming it. Whenever you make individual things, sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slow. How do I see the chat in VR? Well, if I'm hooked up to my computer, you're able to pull up browser windows and then have them docked in virtual space where I can see them. There's different ways of doing it. You could dock something and just look down. Another problem is that it's summertime. You know, in the wintertime, it's nice to get hot. You know? In the summertime, it sucks. So it's really hot and everything. Hey there, Matthew. Yeah. This is sort of the end of the stream here. This is sort of the end of the stream, I was saying. Did a bunch of stuff, sort of. Had some zany moments. Just making some razor green flour. I purchased, I went around the map and I spent like 15,000 caps buying up a bunch of standard empty mole pails, miner pails. It's a long time. Come on. Yay, we did it. All done. Cool, and now I'll go over here and I'll craft those pails. Let's craft those pails. $21. That's how many I purchased. Let's open them right now. Let me drop these stupid helmets. My gosh. I had this many on me? Oh no. Alright, cool. And now... Boom. And here we go. So let's see how much script we get out of these 21 mole miner pills and whether or not it was worth it. It should be worth it, but you know, whatever. Sort of worth it. Sort of worth it. So what do we got? What do we got? $824. 136, 118. Okay, moving my camp. Right over here. Okay, so we're all done here. Make sure we're all good to go. I'll drop off my armor, as it should be. Right there. All the armor. Uh-oh. Yep. And over here. We're about done now, people. We're about done. Do a couple final things there. Couple final maneuvers. Boiled vegetables, yay! Let me get the water first. And now we're done. Thank you for watching and hanging out. You know, having a good old day. I'll be doing some VR and I might record something. I don't know. I might record something. Hey, look, there's more.
It back yourself. Sell it.
Here. Kind of dropping stuff off. All this ammo. Oh, I ended up getting the circus cage trailer thing. So what I got? Yep, the circus trailer and the Safari Crocolosis backpack again. Strongman outfit and the monster mask. That's a fair amount of items that I've already had that came from those 21 pails. Alright, well I think we're done now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, goodbye now. Goodbye now. I have numerous Circus Cage trailers, Matthew. I'll sell it to you for a discount. Goodbye, everybody. I'll be live later. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't do everything. I'm not done yet because I didn't finish the daily challenges. I have to go to somebody else's camp and take a picture or something, you know, before I can log off. Golly. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna start doing some VR stuff. It'll be good for me. It'll be good for me to do this whole thing. Okay. Have to take a picture.
Eureka! I hit solid gold.
Where's the shelter at? Where's the shelter at? Okay, and now I have to visit my teammates' camp and take some pictures right there. And then I'll be done, maybe. I have to kill one robot, and I will. And I will.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Golly. Am I entering some bad camp or something? Oh. What the heck's happening here? I'm done. Goodbye. All tasks are complete. Yay. Okay, well, everybody. It's the morning time, and I'm done. I'm slowly shifting more to the right over time. Okay? More and more to the right to the point where I'll be streaming in the morning time, but not right now. I had to do what I had to do to get my script. I crafted more components for my power armor. I was able to get one piece that had action point refresh, but it wasn't the best. I'm crafting a separate torso on the side so I don't get rid of my current thing. I'm just going to keep on rolling it over until I get something I want. I'm looking for bolstering, weapon, weight reduction, action point refresh, or something like that. I'll settle with the aristocrat as well. But anyways, goodbye. Vortex, Vortex. Peace out, everybody. And yes, goodbye. Goodbye.